I am Dr. Naresh Porwal, orthopedic surgeon, working as a trauma and joint replacement surgeon at Bhilwara. Just to brief about the musculoskeletal health system, very important part of the life as well as the society and the nation as a world. It plays a key role in to keep up good mobility, enhancing their ability to work and actually participate in all aspects of life. The system maintains social, economic, and functional independence across their life course. We are very sedentary. We are having nowadays a very sedentary life. That's why the importance of musculoskeletal health is came out. Physical activities plays an important role in reducing non-communicable diseases like hypertension, diabetes, etc., etc. When it impaired, what it happens leads to chronic and low back pain, limited physical activities, and that leads to withdrawal from usual social, community, and occupational activities. And that further decreases the quality of life, well-being, and mental well-being, especially in older age groups. What important is impaired muscular health system reduces the capability, physical capability, like grip strength, walking speed, chair rising, and standing balances. Thus, weak musculoskeletal health system is a key component of the frailty. Impaired musculoskeletal health system with an increase in mobility and motility related to it. When it becomes good, musculoskeletal health system maintains an active and productive as well as prolonged working life. Many occupations and work-related activities are associated with musculoskeletal disorders like low back pain and shoulder disorders. And that causes reduced health results in reduced productivity as well as economic loss to the society or at all levels. But muscular conditions are very chronic and painful, and that frequently causes mental health impairments such as depression and anxiety as well as, and other comorbidities like diabetes, hypertension. These are called as non-communicable disease, and they are no account for most of the global burden of the disease with the impaired musculoskeletal systems. Obesity is another important factor. Many musculoskeletal conditions increase the use of motor vehicles. We don't want to go on a walking and running, etc. We don't want to use a bicycle right nowadays. We use motor vehicles, and that not only reducing physical activities but also increasing number of motor vehicles, accidents, and that leads to trauma and other disorders. Sustained and systemic urbanization is in developed countries are these are the sedentary lifestyles. We are talking about the sedentary behavior of the society as well as individual. The sustained and systemic urbanization in developed countries has led to sedentary behavior among the people, particularly younger ones. Youngsters are very used to be with the video games, social medias, movie streamings, and etc. That leads to a very sedentary life, sedentary behavior, and that leads to more obesities and other musculoskeletal health systems. It also increases the chronic disease, but it also requires a sustained global economic burden to the society. What we know, these are we call as a musculoskeletal system is impaired because of sedentary lifestyle, inactivities, and other problems. But how to make it a comfort, how to make it in a healthy way. What we call is a 1 hour of moderate level activities daily can eliminate the increased risk of death associated with 8 hours of sitting. These are recent data. A moderate level of physical activity remains a key requirement for healthy aging and maintaining musculoskeletal health. Sedentary behavior is a major contributor to the obesity and type 2 diabetes. Obesity is also a major contributor to the development and progression of the osteoarthritis because obesity causes increased weight over the knee joints and causes the osteoarthritis of the knee joint especially. WHO recommends nearly 2 hours per week, means 120 minutes per week moderate physical activity, or about we can say 20 minutes per day of any kind of physical activity like brisk walking is recommended by WHO to maintain a good musculoskeletal health. This exercise, the limited moderate kind of exercise, elevate heart rate are known to associate with a lower lifetime risk of cardiovascular disease especially. It also improves cardiorespiratory fitness. Even a patient with, we can say, osteoarthritic changes with the obesity is doing moderate kind of exercises like brisk walking, is not able to, she's not able to. Then what to do? You do your exercises as your body permits. And also cycling can be done, walking can be done, and dietitian, you can consult the dietitian. Dietitian also helps to reduce the weight. The dietitian means doesn't matter ki aap just not to stop the eating, just change of the food patterns, change of the food quality, and change of the food habits will lead to the reduced obesity. Musculoskeletal system will be good, and that will reduce the comorbidity of the patient also. When you do moderate exercises, low back pain and neck pain can be benefited by staying active and exercises regularly. In European Society of Clinical and Economic Aspect of Osteoporosis, the Osteoarthritis and Musculoskeletal Disease Task Force recommended higher protein intake in combination with physical exercises in most menopausal women at risk of developing a menopause-associated musculoskeletal disease like osteoporosis. Physical exercise programs. The physical exercise program improves strength and balance in aging women with osteoporosis. Additionally, an exercise increases bone density as well as reduces the inflammatory markers. So these moderate type of exercise are very benefited and useful for the post-menopausal women to reduce the osteoporosis as well as to improve the musculoskeletal system of the woman. Exercises, furthermore, we can talk the exercise and mechanical loading can also have a positive impact on molecular and cellular and tissue levels. What it happens when exercises and loading can induce and increase the tendon collagens, or that increases tendon strength. So ultimately leads to a good musculoskeletal health. Sedentary behavior and undietary diets cause a global obesity epidemic among a sharp rise in increase of type 2 diabetes. These are further a great risk factor for cardiovascular and neurodegenerative disorders. And no doubt, obesity is an important comorbidity of many these type of conditions and closely related with development also, as I already told you. Thus, strategies aimed in reducing obesity in adult with the exercises as well with the diet control. Lack of physical exercise in childhood, especially if we talk about the kids, तो childhood in जो बच्चे भी आजकल बहुत ही गेम्स और इसमें घूमे रहते हैं, तो obesity one of the major cause of this sedentary behavior to childhood. Consumption of unhealthy foods, diets like junk food, occupied with the social media, games, leads to obesity in childhood, and that leads to type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease in later age groups. So we should be very careful in changing the behavior of the childhood. The studies have shown that diet high in potassium, especially from fruits and vegetable intakes, reduces the amount of muscle loss in adults in the older age group. These are also known to be positively correlated with the good bone health. Diet should be very proper in perimenopausal women. Vitamin D, calcium, and protein consumption have been shown to be optimized muscle, bone, and functional outcome in older people. Thus, dietary strategies for improving musculoskeletal health system include consumption of long-chain fatty acids, vitamin D, and vitamin K, and decreasing the blood cholesterol level. Antioxidants-rich diet may benefit athletes by improving the tissue repair. Athletes should have the rich in antioxidant diet. Sarcopenia means muscle mass loss. So sarcopenia in elderly group, which we see in a day-to-day life, that these people can be benefited by combining exercise with the more dietary supplement of whey protein fortified with vitamin D, and it increases muscle mass and strength, so reducing the sarcopenia. So we should be very careful to improve our musculoskeletal system so that we can improve our social as well as individual capability of the nation. Thanks a lot. Thank you.